Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Fee, and today I have a treat for you for my Sunday dessert. So today I'm going to make flan, and this is my very first time making flan, so stick around. So the first thing you want to do when you're making your flan is to make your caramel. So you have two different types of caramel. You have the wet one and the dry one. Today I'm going to use a wet caramel, and I'm using a half cup of sugar to 3 tablespoons of water. And what you want to do is now to swirl the pan or your pot on your stove. So you don't want to use a spoon because the spoon can induce crystallization, especially the metal spoon, conducting heat away from the local area of the syrup by cooling them and so leaving them super saturated, causing crystallization. What I'm just trying to say is don't put your spoon back into your caramel because you're gonna have like crystals behind and you won't have a smooth caramel. So what I did was to cover my saucepan, and I covered it for approximately 4 minutes. And then I checked on it. When I checked on it, it started having this beautiful amber color. And that's what I was looking for. So you want to just check on your caramel as often as possible so you don't burn it. It can have a burn scent. That's okay. But you don't want to burn your caramel because if you overcook the caramel, it's going to be crystallized, obviously. So you don't want to do that. So now I have that beautiful amber color that I was looking for. Now I'm going to remove my saucepan from my stove and I'm going to pour it into my cake pan. Now you want to be extremely careful when you're doing this because you don't want that to burn you. And now your cake pan become hot because the caramel is extremely hot. So the cake pan is hot too, so you want to be very careful with that. And you just want to take your time and swirl that caramel completely in your cake pan. Try to cover it as best as possible. So now we're going to make the custard base of the flan, and this is the body of the flan. So what you need to make this is some milk and some sugar and your egg. Those are the 3 main ingredients in making a flan: the milk, the sugar, and the egg. So this is where we're gonna use all of that ingredients. So now we're gonna scald the milk, and what I mean by that is heat the milk over a medium-low heat, which will prevent the burning or sticking to the bottom of the pan. And you can do this for roughly 4 to 5 minutes. And how you can know if your milk is scalded, what you're gonna do is see like some steam or bubbles forming at the edge of the pot. That time you know to remove it from the flame because you don't want to boil your milk right now. That's not what you're trying to do. You're just trying to basically heat up the milk. So there's so many different flavors that you can add to your flan. You can add liqueur, you can add coconut, coffee, vanilla, whatever you like, you can add it to it. But the best place to add it is in the milk. Just as you saw me did earlier, I add some vanilla in my flan. So you can always add it in the milk, and that's the best place to add it. So now we're going to finish off the custard base of the flan, and we're going to use half cup of sugar with 10 eggs. So we're using 5 whole eggs and 5 egg yolk. So in total, we're using like a cup and a half of sugar. And as you know, earlier we used half cup of the sugar in the caramel, and then we're using 1 cup of sugar in the custard because we put half in the milk just now, and now we're using the other half in the egg. So you just want to keep whisking out your eggs. Now we're going to add the warm milk into the eggs, and this is called the tempering process. So tempering is preventing the eggs from curdling. So you wouldn't want to be doing this the opposite way by adding your egg into your milk because you're going to have lumps or you're going to have scrambled egg. So what you want to do is to slowly introduce the milk into the egg mixture and keep doing that until the egg mixture become warm, so you can pour out the balance of the milk into that. So what you want to do is to slowly add the milk into the egg and keep doing this until your egg becomes warm. You can pour the remaining of the milk onto the egg. So just to be safe, I'm straining my custard base mix before I pour that into my cake pan, because I didn't want to have that egg that's not properly whisked to go into my mix. I reheat my oven to 325 Fahrenheit, and then I made a water bath for the flan. So I'm going to bake it for 50 minutes to an hour. So this is my flan after I remove it from the oven. What you're looking for is a little jiggle in the center of the flan. That's when you know that it's baked. So you can put it aside on the counter to cool. And when it's at room temp, you're going to put it in the refrigerator to fully set. So this is my flan. It's fully set right now. So what you want to do is just to glide your knife around the edges and take your time and remove it. You want to put it in a plate that's bigger, or as I'm using my cake stand, you can use your cake stand. Something that's bigger than the container you want to put it in, because all that liquid is going to run out of the pan when you flip it. So you want something that's bigger than the container that you have to do that. Now I'm going to cut into my flan. Boy, am I nervous. Look how silky that flan is. It's so smooth and silky. I'm proud of myself for my first try. It's really good. Just to show you, it's a really easy recipe, so you can try it. And if you do try it, please send me a picture. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And the recipe is in the description box below.